Welcome back to the Boot Tragedies. Let's jump right into it. The Saints sophomore class is going to be very, very key for the Saints to be successful this year. And usually, everyone talks about the rookies, and rightfully so. The rookies are very, very important. It's new guys on the teams. Everybody excited about the rookies. Everyone can't wait to see the rookies in training camp, mini camp. I get that. Trust me, I get it. But the sophomore class cannot be forgotten about. They're going to be very, very important for the Saints. And like I said, we're all going to be excited to see Brian Bresee, Isaiah Foskey, and the rest of these guys. But we have to remember the sophomore class, and they have to, that they're going to be very, very important. We don't need sophomore slumps from anybody. They're going to be very important if this team want to have any chance, to make a run at the thing this year. And we can just start off with the offensive guys, man. We can start off with Chris Olave. And the main thing for me, to him, if he ever see this video, maybe not, maybe he will, he needs to come in with the mindset that he's the best receiver on this team. He needs to come in with that mindset that I'm wide receiver one. I know it's a different dynamic with Michael Thomas being there and, what he's accomplished in the NFL. He's kind of like the big bro mentor to Chris Olave. But, hey, he has to come in with that mindset that I'm better than you. You don't have to say it. You don't have to be, cocky or arrogant about it. But your mindset every time you step on that field should be the best receiver on this roster. Best receiver in the NFL, honestly, should be your mindset at all times. But he needs to come in and basically, show that he's the best receiver on this roster. Do I think he is? I mean, basically, yes. Michael Thomas hasn't played in about 2 years. He gave us a really, really good quarter against Atlanta. And other than that, we haven't got anything from Michael Thomas. Now, obviously, if he returns to Michael Thomas of himself, then this won't be a debate on who's the best receiver on the roster. But I think Olave needs to come in with that mindset. Hey, I'm wide receiver one. I'm going to show you. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to show you with my raw running, my catching, my playmaking ability, all of those things. So I do think he needs to come in with that mindset. And if he does, that'll be great for the Saints. Also, he had a good rookie season. Don't get me right, a good rookie season. He needs to improve on some things, get stronger, better routes, even though he's really a good route runner, better hands, stronger hands, things of that nature. 72 catches, 1,042 yards last season, 4 touchdowns, did fumble the ball twice. We don't need those fumbles. Has to get better at that. But Olave is going to be obviously huge for the Saints' success next year. I expect him to have a good year. I'm not going to predict his stats because I'm going to do an entire, series on that, predicting basically people's stats on the team. But Chris Olave, man, he needs to step up this year. Needs to be great, honestly. Needs to be great. You're a first-round pick. It's your sophomore season. You had a nice little rookie season, had some quarterback turmoil in there. Hey, you got your quarterback. You got a full offseason with him. Let's go. Let's get going. Let's get rocking on that. Then move on to the next receiver, Rashid Shaheed, who also had a pretty solid rookie season. Was hurt, came in, coming off an ACL out of college, so didn't get a full season under his belt, didn't get a full 17 games. And he's going to have to be big for the Saints. He came in last year. Everyone, once he came on the scene, was begging for him to get more and more involved in the offense. That didn't happen per se. But he did finish the season with 28 catches, only on 34 targets. That's definitely going to be up this year, probably double, triple the amount of targets this season. I expect for Rashid Shaheed. Also, had 4 carries, 57 yards. Expect him to get the ball more in the run game as well. His biggest thing is healthy. Be healthy. Obviously, he came in last year hurt. Didn't get an all-season under his belt. Now he's going to have that. Ready from day one. New quarterback. Like I said, a guy, they've got a pretty good deep ball in Derek Carr. I don't Josh Allen out there, but he has a pretty good deep ball, which works to, Rashid Shaheed's strengths. A better offensive line, a healthy offensive line will also help him, for long development routes and things like that. But I'm expecting Rashid Shaheed to have a good year. Some things that you're going to have to watch. He's going to have to be a full-time receiver this year. Last year, he was kind of, played sporadically, came in to go deep, some double moves, play special teams. Now he's going to be a full-time receiver and a full-time special teams guy. What he's looking like. He's looking like he's going to be wide receiver 3 on the roster. That's basically, in the NFL nowadays, that's going to be 75% of the plays, maybe even more. You're going to have to be that full-time special teams guy as well, kick returner, punt returner. So looking for Rashid Shaheed to have a solid year, may even play some special teams. Who knows, that's just not returner. Who knows what happens, in these things. But Rashid Shaheed, he's going to have to have a big season as well. And now we can move on to Trevor Penny, a guy that we barely saw last year, a guy that was, unhealthy throughout training camp, got hurt early, came out, then got hurt again late in the season, showed flashes on tape, showed flashes of brilliance and of pretty bad. Looked like I haven't played football in a while. What you expect from a guy, that was hurt coming into the season, playing less competition in college. It was going to be an adjustment for him. He needs to come in and dominate this left tackle competition. First of all, it shouldn't even be a competition. I think they're going to make it a competition, but that's Trevor Penny's job. You're a first-round pick. You can't come in year 2 not being a starter. That's just bad. That just would be a very, very bad look, unless it's a health thing. If he's not healthy and he can't play, then obviously you just can't play. But he needs to dominate the left tackle, competition. Don't make that a competition. Blow it out the water. You should not you should not be competing with James Hurst. Let's just be honest. No offense to Hurst. I like Hurst. I think he plays solid for what the Saints asked him to do. But you're a first round pick. It has to be a clear gap between those two guys. A clear gap. And he needs to show that, in training camp when they put the pads on, when he's healthy and when he's ready to go. And he just needs to be healthy. Just needs to be healthy. Can't really give too much on him because he didn't really play last year, man. He played sporadically when he was healthy, and then he was hurt once again. So expecting a big year from Trevor Penning. And some guys who didn't really play last year, but played a little bit. Lewis Kidd, he's gonna have to stay ready. He's probably not going to crack that lineman rotation this year. He's probably didn't fell down to maybe the 9th lineman, maybe even the 10th lineman. But he has to stay ready because how that offensive line work, especially the Saints offensive line, somebody's going to get hurt. Let's just be honest. Looking at last year, you had, Trevor Penning. Ruiz got hurt the last game of the season. Then you got Ramchick, who's been out. McCoy, been out. Andres Pete, he probably just got hurt as I, just said his name. He's going to be out. He's definitely going to miss some time. So, you'll get out there. You would like to all 5 of your linemen play all 17 games, but boy, we know that's not happening, especially for the Saints. So, it's gonna have to stay ready. And you have Lucas Crawl, who Dennis Allen did mention, a guy that he said he needs to block, needs to be a blocker. Will he even make the roster, as an active guy? I'm sure if he doesn't make the roster, he'll be a practice squad. But will he even get on the field? We'll see about that. Those two guys, obviously, those aren't the main guys. But if they give us anything this year, then that's probably going to be a positive. Well, maybe not Lewis Kidd because that means everybody's hurt. But if Lucas Crawl can give us anything this year, that's a positive, from him, especially being behind Foster Moreau and Juwan Johnson. And our defensive side of the ball. Obviously, we have Alontae Taylor, the 2nd-round pick, played great when he was out there. But once again, it's a common theme for this class, and not even just for this class, for a lot of Saints classes. Health. Couldn't stay on the field. Was hurt to start the season. Got hurt again. Came back, lost his job to a Debo. Kind of don't know why that happened. That's a different story for a different day. But he's gonna have to keep getting better. When he was out there, I think he may have peaked higher than any rookie we had. I think him at his best was better than Olave at his best, Rashid at his best, Penning at his best, whoever you want to call him at his best. Just didn't last long. It lasted about 2 games, him at his best, and he looked just as good as any rookie on our roster that we've had in a long time. So expecting a big year for him. Another thing is he probably gonna have to play a little slot this year. With a Debo on the outside, obviously Lattimore on the outside, maybe he gets in that slot. I think he's fighting for that slot cornerback 2 job, but if he doesn't win it, I think he's gonna play in that slot, and it just. I'm getting excited thinking about it, man. And Debo, Lattimore, Alontae Taylor, DB's on the field at cornerback with Tyron and Marcus May. Man, that's excitement. That's exciting to think about. But I'm expecting Alontae Taylor to have a good season. Then you have DeMarco Jackson, a 5th-round pick, and guess what? Guess what I'm gonna say? Health. The guy didn't play at all last year. Got put on injured reserve as a 5th-round pick in training camp last season. So we're gonna need him to be healthy. Need him to be on the field, man. The Saints linebacking depth is already thin. I'm not like super worried about the group, but because you have DeMario Davis, you have Pete Warner, but you have Zach Bond. Can he compete for that 3rd linebacker spot? Maybe not. Obviously, if he's healthy, he's out there. He's going to be a special teams guy, as an athletic linebacker, a young linebacker. You're definitely going to help, in those situations. But he has to be healthy. What's a good player? In college? Just haven't seen him in the NFL, so it's not really much I can say on him just because he hasn't done anything in the NFL yet. Then you got Nafis Sewell, another linebacker, kind of the same thing. Just needs some more time in the NFL. Hopefully training camp, preseason, we get to see these guys some more, kind of see what they can do. But if those 2 guys can help us at the linebacker position, it's only going to be a plus. And last but not least, we do have Smoke Monday, another safety. He's kind of in the same boat. Didn't play at all. Held. With an undrafted free agent. Who knows if he's going to even make this roster, but if he can do anything, kind of like the other guys, if he can do anything, that'll be great. That'll be a plus. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes, man. This sophomore class, I'm expecting big things from this sophomore class. They need to step it up. We've seen a lot of sophomore classes, have okay rookie seasons and don't do anything that second year. So that sophomore class, let me go look at the sophomore class from last year real quick, man. Sophomore class from last year, just to take a gander, take a little gander at it. Who was all sophomores from last year? You got Kirk Merritt, Kelvin Throckmorton had a pretty solid season. Kawan Baker didn't play at all. That's it on the offensive side of the ball. Defensive side of the ball, man, who we got? That it? Got what? Peyton Turner maybe? Was a sophomore? Damn. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. Got to be better. Got to be better. Got to be better. That draft class is looking very, very mid. Very, very mid. Jesus Christ. But anyway, man. Orlando Young, I think, as well. But anyways, sophomore class has to be good. If you made it this far, you probably already done these things. So these are the people I'm talking to anyway, man. All the people that watch the videos all the way through. That giveaway is coming this week. It is coming this week. I am picking somebody out the Discord. Like I said, all you have to do, be in the Discord, be subscribed to the channel. I will be picking winners of that giveaway that I said I was going to do at 10K subs. I did not forget. I promise. It will come this week. So be looking out for that. But thank y'all for tuning in once again, man. As always, it's the Boo Tragedies, and I'm out.
Let's make the greatest